I have skipped a little bit. I didn't record for a while because I've been basically grinding cotton. As you can see from the screen here, I have basically every field that I can buy set up in cotton. If you don't remember, why am I doing this? Well, in order to get to where I need to go, I need to be able to buy everything. And that's 2.4 million. Cotton's the easiest way to do it. Since I recorded last, a few things have gone on. As you can see right there, it says year 9, but because of the way it started out, the first 6 months counted as a year. I'll only count it as year 8. Might still be able to make it, don't know. I've bought a few things since the last time in an effort to save money and increase my production. This top one is the on-map spinnery. It's slow, but hey, it produces a little bit of fabric. As you can see there, it's maxed out with cotton. Still have the flour mill, power plant. I've been running it too. I've been burning straw. I'm about out of straw, but I should have enough electricity to go. If I don't, I'll turn this back on for a while. Here's one of my other spinneries going. As you can see there, I've got 85,000 cotton, and it's running pretty well. Over here, the Fuel Refinery Depot, it does a couple of things that are really good. Since we're not trying to bring as little as we can from Earth, we use this to extract water from stone because we need water for various purposes. I'll get to those in a minute. Also, we need diesel fuel to run our equipment, and we also need diesel fuel to produce methane. Why do we need the methane? We need the methane to get the water out of the stone. So it's all a big circle. As you can see, I got it maxed out with water now. Probably have to water the animals here pretty soon, and then we'll run it a little while again, fill it back up. Here's another one of my spinneries I got running. I have 3 regular spinneries running. You might wonder why I'm running fabric and cotton on each one versus you can get a little faster, they say, by running just cotton and then having one run all your clothes. That may be the case, but I think there's a little bit of a charge for transportation charge. So I'm getting basically the same production, but out of each one of these by running both. What does that mean? That means if I was running a full out production with plenty of fabric, I could run 1,080 cycles per month. That'd be roughly 10 pallets of clothes. So by running the 2 productions in the each spinnery, that number's cut in half. So I'll get 575. I'm okay with that. That means these 3 spinneries are going to top out at around 100 and, I was told there'd be no math. 575 times 3 is going to be about 160 pallets of clothes, be their max. I haven't been able to get that far yet, but we'll see. I'm producing my own line now. What we do is to maximize yield on the cotton, we generally plow every field every year, and that brings up the stones. We take the stones and put them in here in the lime production. Then we don't have to buy lime. I've been producing some seeds. Seed production is a little slower because I have to have wheat or barley to produce the seeds. And right now, I haven't had the land to produce wheat or barley. When I was grinding contracts in cotton and buying the land, most of the wheat and barley that I've used here came from the excess stuff from doing contracts. And so I put that in there, and that's 5,000. That's a pretty good bit of seeds. It's not enough to plant the whole map. The whole map takes a lot. I'm not producing my own fertilizer yet. You got to have a manure pit. You got to have a different type of cow pasture in order to produce your own, and pigs that also help produce your own fertilizer. I'll probably start doing that once I buy the entire map. The reason I came back, started recording at this point, is I think this year and next year I should have enough money to buy the whole map. And I just wanted to give everybody an idea of what it was like to run this whole thing and grind cotton for 1 year. And it's kind of fun, but it's also a little boring, honestly. But it's the means to get us where we want to go. Things will really start getting interesting now. That's why I started recording again. I've already put up, I believe this, I forget what episode this is. But anyway, as you can see here, we've says year 9, but it's actually year 8 because I'm not counting the first 6 months. Some of our equipment is getting kind of old. We're going to keep going with what I've got until I get the map bought, because that's the big deal. You can see I've got quite a bit of stuff. Also have a couple of things on lease. When we sell here in a minute, I'm going to get those off of lease. That tractor, yeah, it's a pretty good deal for that. I've used it. The cotton harvester for this amount of cotton is essential. So I bit the bullet and went ahead and leased it last year. This is December. I do my selling in January, but I wanted to go ahead and start recording here. Let's run through and check make sure our livestock is going to be okay for another year. Yeah, we got plenty of water, got plenty of hay. Had to start raising hay. The reason I started raising livestock before I bought the whole map and had the existing livestock pens is because cows reproduce slower, and I didn't think I was going to be able to make the number required to meet the challenge. So I started off with one that held 16, but now I got 2. They haven't maxed out yet. When I do the math, if I'm not going to be able to purchase everything a year from now, I'll probably have to go ahead and put another pasture in. So I don't want to restrict the cattle production. The sheep production is going pretty good. I've maxed those out. Interesting. So you can see I've got 10, 15 sheep. Some of the sheep's kind of old. I'll probably sell a couple of those this time whenever I'm selling stuff here in January. Because they'll reproduce sheep are reproducing very fast. As you can see, I'm maxed out there. Also have wool I can put in and go into the clothes business. It's not a large amount. I'll probably, if I by the math, if I figure I cannot buy the whole map by the next year, I'll probably have to add a sheep pasture, another cow pasture, and probably a hog pen so I can go ahead and get some more animals breeding. The thing about doing hogs, though, there's a pretty good capital investment. Not only do you have to buy the pen, and I'm only buying 2 at a time, two of each species at a time. But also, though, I'll have to buy the equipment and stuff to make pig feed. And it also requires a different mixture of wheat, barley, depending on how you do it, sugar beets, whatever. I don't remember exactly what it is offhand, but when I buy it, I'll know. So, to win this game, you've got to store your stuff over at the silos. I'll visit there at the next episode. I can't store anything there yet because I don't own the land under it. But the funny thing is, I figured out that I can store in the underground storage area where you sleep. And so that's where all of this extra stuff has been stored. You can see I've got some hay, I got straw, I got some diesel, got some milk. I have sugar beets. What else? I thought I had a bunch of lime in there somewhere. Ooh, I forgot about the seeds. Got some seeds. Where's the lime? Ha! There it is, 53,000 lime. So I got lime stored up too. So anyway, I'll have that stuff ready to roll. I'm gonna go ahead and move over and sleep. Then we can start selling our clothes and see just where we're at. We'll make it 9. Come on now. We'll do some little touring here. As you can see, the vehicle lease really hurts. I hate leasing vehicles, but I needed them, and I knew it was mainly because it's such a large amount of acreage that I'm working, that it was just a time thing. I mean, 2 harvesters gets you through twice as fast. One of the bottlenecks is the stone picker, so I got another stone picker, a tractor to run it. That gets you through that twice as fast. So while I'm over here, though, I'm going to go ahead and get some of these more of these cotton bales in there, so they're out of the way. I don't have to worry about them, and then we'll start selling stuff. I'm going to pause just a minute, though. I have to take a quick break. Alrighty. Testing. Testing. Sometimes this thing really does not bug me. Okay. Let's get my cotton bales stored here real quick. Then we'll start selling. Just so you know, I'm up to producing 26 cotton bales per year. That'd be 520,000 liters of cotton. They should translate to about 150 bales, 150 pallets of clothes. And I know I'll get more than 7,000, but I like to figure 7,000 per clothes. So that would come out to about a little over $1 million. So if I can, what in the world? There we go. Make enough on this harvest, we need $2.5 million to buy all that property. So if I can make enough on this harvest to where I know I can get enough on the next one, then I won't buy all the extra pins and stuff. But if it's going to take 2 more harvests, then I need to go ahead and get started. I want to check on my productions here. Yeah. Yeah, we're good. One thing to note, if you max out your storage on your cotton, on your clothes, it will stop producing. So I usually try to make sure that I keep those empty or close to empty. It'll store 15. So you figure you got 6 in the pickup area and 15, you can max out at 21. And if I'm producing a little less than 5, a little less than 6 per day, we'll call it 6 per day, then I've got roughly 3 days worth of, 3 months worth of, 3 months of storage. Works pretty good. I'm using a lizard truck I'll show you here in a minute to haul a lot of it. I'm also using the trailer that only holds 16 bales. There's a reason for that. You'll see the reason when I start selling here in just a minute. I can't sell directly from the modded truck, and I'll update the mods, and I'll try to start adding mods. A lot of it, as you know, I'm pretty new at this, so I'm adding stuff along as I can. The mods I'm using, the modders do excellent. This map is, I'm surprised it doesn't have a bigger following than it does. It's really a pretty cool map. The way I'm playing the map, I'm really not even taking advantage of everything you can do in the map. Probably to take advantage of everything you could do in the map would be a farm manager mode. That way you start out owning everything. You can launch the rocket, I think, if you get to the right spot. There's a lot of stuff that you can do. I like playing like that occasionally. I usually play similar to that when I play on the Xbox. If I'm playing in a start from scratch mode like this, I'd rather start and not own anything and build it up. It takes a while, and then granted there is some grinding involved, but that's why I stopped recording for a while I was grinding and purchasing the land and getting the cotton going. Made some mistakes, and there's a few things that happened I wish I had been recording, but I usually do this in the evenings after I've done my job for the day, just as a way to kind of unwind. And so a lot of times I would rather just unwind than have to worry about, ran into the fertilizer, have to worry about keeping up a conversation. Wow, that one will hold another bale. Huh, interesting. Let me get these put in. I'm out of practice. It's funny, every year I get out of practice doing this for some reason. You would think I've done so many of them now. I would be able to just back right in. 26 is 26 is the record number of bales I've done so far. I basically own there's what's wrong. I basically own every available field that you can buy, except for the big one, the everything. And the everything is the one that, that's where you really, things get interesting. Well, I'm embarrassing myself here. I promise you, this is not my first time doing this. So I figured out with 3 spinneries, we should be able to process all the bales of cotton that we have. Each spinnery, I think, can do roughly 7 bales of cotton per year. So that would be 21. Plus the little spinnery that comes with the map, it'll do about 2, a little less than 2. So that puts me up to 23. We'll see this year, because this is the first year where I've had all 3 spinneries running and had this type of volume of bales. We'll see next year at sale time, or actually in October, whenever we harvest cotton again. We'll be able to tell if I run out of cotton or not before I get there. The ideal thing, of course, is you keep these things running year round. That way, when you get to sale day, you're maxed out. So we'll see. Oh, come on. I don't know what's wrong with me. I must be tired today. If you're watching this, I don't know when you might be watching it. I don't have really anybody watching this right now. I haven't really told many people. Um, but if you're watching this at a later time, feel free to go ahead and comment. I mean, I'll keep my eye on it. I'm going to try to keep it the same format. Talk a while and maybe do a time lapse on how some of the actual work. Like, let's check, make sure we got them all maxed out. That way we ain't got to worry about that. Scroll down. Maxed out 90, 90, and 90. Okay, we're maxed out. And 45. Yep. So we were maxed out and still have 3 bales to go. Good. All right, let's get in the truck. Wait, don't need to get in the truck yet. Let's pull this over there. As you can see, I've got a big pile of hay. What happened is I had a field where I was raising hay. 2 crops is enough to last what I'm running for a pretty good while. And that was when I found out that the silo that I was storing things in had a limit. So I was like, well, I'll just put it on the ground. And that's why I got a big hay pile laying next to the stuff, next to the animals' pens. The way you get it up is this wonderful thing called a forage pickup. And it allows you to pick up almost anything off the ground, including rocks. And as you'll see, whenever I start stone picking, I'll have rocks to pick up. Although I have noticed that if you plow every year, it seems like the rocks become less plentiful. I don't have any data to completely back that up, but it appears to be the case. In fact, I was worried that I would not have enough rocks to put all the lime that I need. I have found that, I don't know if it's like this on every map, but I have found that some of the fields whenever you buy them, they don't exactly produce very great. But the more years you put lime on them and fertilize, the more they produce. And the better your environmental score. We want that environmental score to be maxed out. Why? Because whenever we start selling our productions from mining, we want to be able to get the max dollar amount from that. Strangely enough, I'm not worried about making 10 million. I'm worried about getting all the animals right. And probably the hardest thing is going to be, I believe it's 200,000 liters of milk. Or maybe a little more, I don't know. That's probably going to be the hardest one. I haven't done the math on how many liters of milk each cow produces. I know why they did this ramp, but it is a pain. It adds for good gameplay, I guess. It's kind of fun to ride in the cab and drive it. All right, here's our first 16. We'll go ahead and unload these. This trailer, the reason I purchased it is I can unload 16 at a time. I don't know if I mentioned it yet. I like to have this as a farming simulator game, not a forklift simulator game. So if I can get auto load or auto unload in a vehicle or something like that, I am all for it. So let's leave this up here. Now, where's my truck? All right, here's my Lizard Motors. This is essentially a Toyota truck. It's got a box in the back. It maxes out at 82 pallets of clothes. I can't just drive it over that sell point and it unload automatically. There is a sell point I can use that will unload it automatically, but in the interest of keeping things as close to the map as possible, I can't place it up there yet because I don't own the property. I considered placing it over as a sell everything mod, so I could place it over there where I've got my productions at. I was like, nah, let's keep it over here. That way I got to do a little planning. Usually I'll take this load and dump it, and then I'll go back and wait till around noon, and that's when I'll make my last pickup for closed pallets. And that's like my cutoff time. So we've got 16. That'll make 82. That'll be 92. This will make 98. Last year I sold 118. I believe I netted 900,000. All right. In order for me to do this, let me show you. Oh, I forgot I had my soil sampler up here. You can drop stuff off. You just can't do on property you don't own. You just can't do anything. As you can see there, I can't unload it. Now, I can unload here, but it'll run out of room. It's just I have found it's just not worth the trouble. So how do I get these sold? Unload them. There's 82. Later on in the game, there's a nice uh, pallet and bale of logistical storage that I'll put up here. It makes selling everything a lot easier because by then uh, we'll be selling things at such a volume that it becomes really monotonous to try to get all this stuff up here and do this. Whereas I can drive that Toyota right across the sell point and it'll just sell it right out of the back end. But for the time being, I'm going to keep going like this. So I said at 82, at 16, I was at 98. Yeah, I know it's all loaded. I'm sure in the interest of realism, play the game ever how you want. If you like to do all this forklift work, by all means, do all the forklift work. It's just not hardly my cup of tea. When I first discovered Farm Sim, I believe it was 2016, 2017. Played a little bit and just, I don't know, it wasn't as refined as it is now. And I told my son at the time, he was younger, still living at home, I said, this is just too much like work. And so I got to playing it again, and on the Xbox, and everything was better. I enjoyed it. Uh, Put a couple 100 hours on Silver Run Forest. Another couple 100 hours on Western Wild. Those are probably my two favorite, besides this map, FS22 maps. I'm going to, as soon as I finish this one, I'm going to go into 25 and do the Silver Run Forest map. What I'll probably do is try to buy everything on the map, and I don't know. I hadn't decided everything I wanted to do in it. We're going to make it a challenge, of course. Start out with nothing. Uh, that one will be a little easier to start out with nothing as far as recording, because I won't be trying to grind. I won't try to grind cotton. Uh, because of the constraints I put on this one, as far as only selling once a year, um, that made it so I had to sell basically the. What I mean, there are a couple of things where I might have been able to make more money. Don't know. I decided on the cotton, and because I'm only able to do it sell once per year. Um, just the way it worked out. Anyway, on the other one, it'll be a lot of different industries. It won't be as boring as just cotton. Although it is kind of looks like snow whenever everything's white. But this time I'm gonna record the whole year, and we'll see where we're at. Um, so right now our 98 we're worth roughly 770. Oh no. I think this is going to take 2 years, 2 more years. I didn't really want to get that other animal productions going until I had to. All right, let's go down here and get our second round of clothes, just so we know. As you can see, I'll drive around. I plowed these fields out, made them a little larger. Um, these three fields plowed together are good for about 3.5 bales of cotton each. So I can get roughly 10.5 out of these three. Been increasing production a little bit, even though just by being more efficient in the farming. I think I actually got 4 out of one of those last harvest. As you can see, this thing just loads this stuff right up. Just about as soon as the spinnery can pop it out. Not that one. That one. I got all of them out of there. Yep. 17. Wow, I was really hoping to get a little more for this. A few more bales. 98 and 23. Up to 122. Well, that might be my max number. $122. All right, we're gonna speed up time a little bit, get us to noon, get us to our cutoff time. I'm not strict. Wow, I already used the bell. Can't beat that, I don't reckon. All right, let's load them up. All right. Oh wow, I wouldn't have expected 6 more over here. How about that? We might actually do this. Oh crap! Look at that. Ain't that something? I wasn't expecting any more. Man, we're over 52. It ain't even hit the last one. Oop. I don't know what it was. That was a giant psych. All right, let's make sure we got everything picked up. All right, we got a little extra there. Don't matter. A little extra there. Don't matter. A little extra there. Certainly doesn't matter. There's nothing but fabric over here. All right, so that gives us 98 plus 54. 152 bales. That's pretty good. That's probably the max I can get. Let's see how much money we got from them all together. I'm going to be working in another microphone, testing a little bit now. Um, we'll see. Sometimes I think it's good. Sometimes I think it's bad. So I'm still learning at this, so please bear with me. Sorry if you can't hear everything. I'm doing the best I can. I'm basically doing this as, just kind of a way to get my mind off the day and do some stuff. So let's see what we end up with. Oh, we end up with a wreck. This thing will fly, by the way. I've got it down to, I've got the cruise control on 36, but it'll do like 100. And because they changed the gravity a little bit, because it is Mars, and you can have a spectacular wreck with it. I've done it accidentally a few times. All right. Let's see how much we got. But yeah, it could get a little old. If I was doing 100 and, what did I say, 152 closed pallets with a forklift, yeah, that would take a while. I can do it. I'm actually not bad with a forklift. It's not my favorite thing to do in the game. My favorite thing to do with the game is kind of manage the operation. You see me using courseplay on this a little bit, well, a lot actually. Um, I actually didn't get this recorded, made a mistake, spent too much money, and by the time I needed money for the loan was maxed out, time I needed money for harvest to pay the call it software licensing or whatever for the AIs, I had nothing. So I had to grind. I had to do all that harvest by hand. Yeah, I could have cheated and put some more money in with HTML or something, but I didn't want to. That's crap. I'll say it, fill it out. Huh. Interesting. This one should put us over a million. How far over a million is going to be the $2.5 million question. Yeah, 1.2. If I can get to 1.5 million, I think I can do this in one more year as far as buying the property. Thing is, I've got to spend some money. You have to spend some money on this too. It takes about $100,000 worth of fertilizer to get this cotton crop planted. It takes about that much in AI or drivers or whatever to get it planted and harvested. But that's just part of it, I reckon. Can't do nothing for free, even in Farm Simulator. Well, you can, but I choose not to. If people like to do that, that's cool. Everybody plays this game different. That's one of the reasons that I like it. You can play it anyhow you want. In fact, I play it different depending on the map a lot of times. There's a mod map called Delusion that I also enjoyed. Uh, I forget where it's set. It reminds me a little bit of where I'm from in Tennessee. I guess that's why I like playing it. But I play it a little different than this one. Um, it's basically all fields, uh, all different kinds of crops. All right. And also, I got a lot of equipment repairs too. I probably got $100,000 worth of equipment repairs. Yeah, I'm not gonna have enough to buy it. So it's gonna be a 2-year project. Still, one thing I know for sure though, the end of that second one, I will be able to buy everything. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make purchases and stuff on this video, but I won't uh, time lapse the harvest and stuff and planting this year. What I'll do is I'll come back next January and that'll be the year where I start recording everything. It's funny, I didn't think it would take me 10 years to buy the whole map, but it is what it is, and I'm not starting back over because I've got a lot of hours in this right now. And even though I enjoy this map and I want to finish it, I'm ready to start playing some more of 25. And I may play some. I want to get a Skyrim playthrough done before. I know they're probably 2 or 3 years away, but the way I play Skyrim, I don't play it all the time. I may play a Skyrim on the Xbox playthrough. All right, so now I need to figure out where to put these livestock pens. Hmm. Crap. Got that big pile of hay laying there. I don't know if they'll fit. Guess we'll see. Whoop. Now I got to buy these. Let's go ahead and buy these. Another roller. Is that the big one? That's tempting. Very tempting, but not today. All right. I think I've got to start the pigs. I basically need one of everything. Chickens reproduce so fast that I don't think I need to do a chicken. I don't know if I can get them lined up there or not. Let's see. 75. What is that? Milk shipping? Don't need milk shipping. 250. Ugh. I can't do 250. That take. I won't be able to produce. I won't be able to produce enough water to keep that running. Um. Yeah, I tried that other one there. I don't really like the one with the uh, fences that much. All right, there's that. Go up. Let's get the sheep. 15 more sheep. Yeah. What the hell? They got no total. Move over a little bit. Pardon me. This sheep pasture's got a fence. Oh, I don't want to spend a killing. 100? Wow, that's definitely interesting. I don't want to go that bad. Why can't I buy this? If I get the pig one. Interesting. I can't buy anything else. That sucks. What the fuck is that for? Pardon my language. I'm only allowed to have 4 animal husbandries? No way. There's something else going on. Let's try a restart. Mm. Let's see what we got now. Mm. One thing that I don't have enough room, but there should be plenty of room right there. I think. Yeah. As long as I stay on the side of the road. Try again. It's not gonna let me buy anymore. Uh, all right. That's all I have to do. Maybe I need to rethink it. Oh, let me buy it back. Huh, ain't that something? That's not what I wanted. That is frustrating. Yeah. All right. Back again. I got lots of repairs to do. Um, I learned my lesson. I need to buy my seed, fertilizer, and that sort of stuff before I buy anything else. Believe it or not, one year I didn't have enough seed while I wasn't recording. And yes, that was frustrating. So Even though I have seeds strode around everywhere, I'm going to buy some. I don't think I need any lime. I think I got enough lime. Let's do two 8 packs of seed. Now it's where it gets expensive. I probably need 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. Next, I was using this to help out with my seeding. I learned that that can be a problem because it doesn't run very well with the particular planter that I'm using. So when I used it, it was great. I'm going to go ahead and sell it though, but I don't want to lose. I think it's full of fertilizer. I don't want to lose my fertilizer. So I'm going to go over here and empty it. And then I'll have an idea of another one I want to get that rides on the front of the tractor. I need a seed production. Not seed. I need extra fertilizer. Make sure I got enough of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. That might be enough. If it's not, oh well. All I'm getting. While I was grinding, wasn't recording. I was doing lots of contracts that would come available. There won't be any contracts now because I own all the land. There might be one over there. There's one field 20, I think it is, that you can still get contracts on. Um, there we go. Now, I'm going to sell that thing. See what the combinations are. Subsoiler. How in the world do you use that with a subsoiler? You got to have a seeder. Weird. Let's sell it. Now, what am I buying? That thing there does 1,500. It's either seeds or fertilizer. The one I wanted, I believe that is the one I gotta get. Let me look over here in the planters. Only fertilizer. Info. Do I want to upgrade? 12 meters, extra 5 meters. Ooh, 200K. I think I keep going what I got. Coon, it gives me an extra 1,500. Right. Now, that really threw me off, and I can't buy another pasture. Really frustrating. The Power Roll 1230 HD. No, I got one that's 24. Let's leave it the way it is. What else do I need? I don't think there's any real need to go for a bigger harvester. I've got two mulchers, two stone pickers. The new tractor is tempting. However, I might be able to get a better deal on a used one. Another one of those is tempting too for that price. Now, got another cotton trailer. Cheap addition or an auger wagon. This will do seeds and fertilizer for 76. Won't do lime. None of these will do lime, I don't think. Will they? That one will. Thing is, I don't know if I can load my stuff with it. How much is it? 50,000. When I unload it onto another trailer, I'd unload it onto the into the cedar. Thing is, I don't really need that yet. I don't really need that yet either. Where's a forage pickup? You can't beat a geo spread. I'm sorry. Doesn't hold a little more, but I don't know. Doesn't have the kind of width that that thing does. Keep the geo spread. That'll hold 2 bales. Not worth it. I guess roughly the same price. All right. What else do I need? It is tempted to buy another harvester. How much money we can borrow? $785. Let's pay it down. Call it. I'm gonna have to grind it anyway. Stop at 200 because I got a lot of stuff that's got to be repaired. I'm gonna get the repairs done and then we'll call it a episode. I'll come back when I sell again. Really disappointed in the animal thing. Yeah, that's all right though. We'll make do. I originally was going to not buy and do any animals until I bought all the property, but then I realized there was no way to have the no way I don't think for the cows to reproduce enough, and it may not be enough for the pigs. I may try again. After I finish getting everything repaired, so everybody sees what that looks like. I may try again to shut down the entire game and restart it and see if I can buy them then. Yeah, really weird. It is what it is, though. So I'm going that way. I could pick up a bale, I reckon. Ooh, I was going to sell a few sheep. Well, some of them were getting old. Go ahead and do that. I forgot. I'm gonna hold on to the cows, I guess, because hey, I might as well use what I got. Get that thing, get it full. Yeah, both of my cotton harvesters need some work. Ooh, 24,000. This little toolbox is pretty sweet. Didn't need any. I know the harvesters do. One of them, I was afraid it wasn't going to make it. They need washing too. 8,400. Still got a little cotton in it. There it is. 42,000 to repair that one. Wow. There's my cattle trailer. Still can't believe that burned me up. That's okay. We'll make it work. All right. Let's load some sheep. Oh, that cow pasture got it in it. All right. 55, 50, 60, 57, 60, 60, 60, 76. Yeah. All right. That's about all I'm going to do in this episode. I'm going to fool with this thing one more time. See if I can figure out what's up with it. I don't know if we got a limit on the number of pastures or what, but we'll see. Anyway, otherwise, I'll come back next January and then we'll record all the way through until I'm able to buy the complete map. Have a good day.